Okay, so good evening, and today the topic of our discussion will be on differentiation. We have already solved questions related to differential equation. We have solved questions related to finding out increasing and decreasing functions. Finding out means the interval in which it will be increasing, the interval in which it will be decreasing. Many differential equations we have solved. Integral questions also we have solved. Differentiation, we have not solved many of the questions. So today, what is my plan to solve some of the questions? Three questions I have brought, and these questions, what I have seen with my previous experience, that this type of question compulsorily it is coming in the examination, and the questions which I have brought today, it will it has also come in the examination, and many of the times we have seen that the questions are repeated also in board examination. So this repetition also takes place, and if we do have sufficient experience on solving this type of questions, we will be able to solve in a better manner. Why? Because this type of questions needs little patience. So a lot of patience is required here. Exactly, you have to remember the formula of differentiation, and then you have to put in that calculations also you have to do. Little bit lengthier it is, little bit logical also it is. So everything is involved in one particular question. So instead of saying let us solve the question and have an experience that how it becomes more and more logical when we move forward for solving the question. Okay, so right, let us go for solving the questions. Okay, so today we will be discussing on differential calculus. So my students they have asked me to make one video on differential calculus also, and these are the questions which are very important, and in almost all the examinations, especially in board examination, these questions are coming, and even these questions already it has come in board examinations. Okay, so let us solve now. So we are given a function y is equal to sine inverse x by whole root 1 minus x square, and we are given one differential equation. We will be finding dy by dx d square y by dx square, and then we will be putting the values, and we have to show that in this equation it will be equal to 0. Okay, so let us first differentiate it. So dy by dx, by following the rule, we will go for differentiation. So 1 minus x square into d by dx of sine inverse x is 1 by whole root 1 minus x square. Then minus sine inverse x into d by dx of root 1 minus x square. So it will be giving to us, better I will be writing here. Okay, right, I will write here. So minus, then what we need to find? We need to find d by dx of whole root 1 minus x square. So this whole root can be written as 1 by 2. So that 1 by 2 will be utilizing. So it will become 1 by 2 into 1 minus x square. Okay, 1 minus x square half minus 1. So that is minus 1 by 2 into minus 2x for this x square. So it will be minus 2x. Now this 2 and this 2 will get cancelled, and we will be getting dy by dx is equal to, so this whole root 1 minus x square, whole root 1 minus x square will get cancelled. So we will be getting here 1. Then minus and minus it will become plus. 2 has already got cancelled. Left with x by, sorry, I have not written, I have to write this sine inverse x here. Okay, multiplication of sine inverse x. Right, here I will write. So minus sine inverse x into then d by dx of this denominator, and further one more thing I have forgotten. so that I am correcting it, divided by square whole root means square of the denominator part, that is 1 minus x square, completely square will be there. So this is the complete differentiation of this y is equal to sin inverse x by whole root 1 minus x square. Then further, so what we have got, dy by dx is equal to, so this has got cancelled, left with 1, and minus has become plus, and this sin inverse x, this x is there, so we may commit mistake, we may forget it, and this 1 minus x square, minus half is there, which can be written as root 1 minus x square as denominator, and divided by 1 minus x square. Okay, why? Because root 1 minus x square is there, so root will get removed, so it will become 1 minus x square. Now this 1 minus x square, we can bring this side, 1 minus x square dy by dx is equal to 1 plus, now x and this sin inverse x by whole root 1 minus x square can be written as y, so we can very well write as xy. So this one equation we have already got. Now the same we are going to differentiate so that we can find d square y by dx square. So I will rub it from here, rub it, okay, right, okay. So now again we are going for differentiation, this one. So 1 minus x square and dy by dx, if we are differentiating, so d square y by dx square, okay, plus dy by dx into 1 minus x square, if we are differentiating, so we will get minus 2x. dy by dx of 1 will be equal to 0 and it will become minus 2x. So left hand side we have differentiated in this way, right hand side we will differentiate, dy by dx of 1 will become 0, and here xy will become x dy by dx plus y into dx by dx, so it will become 1. Now what we have got, we have got 1 minus x square d square y by dx square, here already it is there, okay. So 1 minus x square d square y by dx square, and then minus 2x dy by dx. This x dy by dx will take it left hand side, so it will become minus x dy by dx. This y also will take left hand side and y is equal to 0, right? So now it is not required. So this can be written as 1 minus x square d square y by dx square minus 2x and minus x, so minus 3x dy by dx minus y is equal to 0, and this only we need to prove. So we can write as proved. In this way we solve the given question, right? Okay. So it used to be easy. Let us solve another question. Most of the time just little bit logic we need to follow, otherwise these questions are easy only. Some tricks, little bit tricks are there, logically we have to think of, and then we can solve it. Okay, question number 2. So these questions are more easy. We are given y is equal to 3e 2x plus 2e 3x power 3x. We need to prove that d square y by dx square minus 5 dy by dx plus 6y is equal to 0. So similarly as we have done in previous question, the same way we will move forward. So we will get dy by dx is equal to 3. So 3 into 2, okay, right, and then it will become e 2x plus then 2 into 3, it will become e 3x. Differentiation of e to the power 3x will be 3 to the power 3x and 2 e to the power 2x. So dy by dx we have got as 6 e to the power 2x plus 6 e to the power 3x. Okay, even if we can take 6 common also, no issue. Further, dy by dx we have found, then d square y by dx square we need to find. So dx square is equal to, then it will become again 12 e to the power 2x plus 18 e to the power 3x. Right? Okay. Now the question is d square y by dx square. So this is d square y by dx square, then minus 5 dy by dx. So this one will be there, and then plus 6y, and this is the y. So let us solve it now. So we will write d square y by dx square minus 5 dy by dx plus 6y will find equal to, so d square y by dx square, so we can write 12 e to the power 2x plus 18 e to the power 3x, sorry, okay, here it is 3x, right? Okay, then minus 5 dy by dx, so dy by dx is this one, so 5 into 6, so it will become minus 30 e to the power 2x, and then again minus 30 e to the power 3x, right? And then plus 6y, so 6y plus 6 3 18 e to the power 2x, and plus 12 e to the power 3x. Right. So now what it is there, I will write from here. I am writing from here. This is the space available with us. Now you see 12 e to the power 2x plus 18 e to the power 2x. Both if we are adding, it will become 30 e to the power 2x. Then plus 18 e to the power 3x and plus 12 e to the power 3x will give us as 30 e to the power 3x. And then minus 30 e to the power 2x minus 30 e to the power 3x. Now this and this will get cancelled, this and this will get cancelled, left with 0, and that only we need to prove. That only we need to prove. Okay. Now let us solve next question. Question number 3. We are given y is equal to 3 cos log x plus 4 sin log x. The same way we need to proceed. So we can write dy by dx is equal to, now 3 into, if cos is there, then we know that d by dx of cos x will be minus sin x. So sin log x. One function is there inside, so d by dx of log x will be 1 by x. Plus 4. Same way for sin, it will become cos log x. And for log x, it will become 1 by x. Right. Further, so we have got x common like this, and this side it is plus, so I will write 4 cos log x, and it has become minus sin log x, and this one. So this x will take this side, it will become x dy by dx is equal to 4 cos log x minus sin log x, sorry, okay, 4 cos log x is there, then here minus 3, we have forgotten, minus 3 sine log x. Yes. Now further differentiating. So it will become x d square y by dx square plus dy by dx only is equal to again minus 4 sine log x by x, as we have done here. Right, and here it will become minus 3 cos log x by x. So once again this x in denominator it is there, which we can bring this side, and we will be getting, if this x will get multiplied here, so it will become x square d square y by dx square, and it will become plus x dy by dx we are getting here, and this side it is what? It is minus, and then 4 sine log x plus 3 cos log x. So what it is? This is y only. This will come this side, it will become plus. So we will get x square d square y by dx square plus x dy by dx plus y is equal to 0. And that only we need to prove. So what we have seen in this type of question, we have to solve little bit slow and with full patience. Formulas and all we should be knowing very well, and then only if we are solving step by step, then automatically we will be able to solve this type of question. It's not that much difficult. Just only we need to remember the formula, we need to put the formula at correct place, and somewhere in calculations also we should be very careful. Okay, so right, thank you very much. Next time some more question we will solve.